Hello? Hello?
Is this Nicole?
It sure is.
Nicole, this is Deputy Cherry with the Brother County Sheriff's Office.
Did you say Deputy Cherry?
Yes, ma'am.
I called earlier and spoke with Deputy Chris Adams. Call log number 24-000-34575. There is a YouTuber named Adam Morrison who is currently inciting a mob against another man in the state of Kentucky.
Okay.
Deputy Chris Adams said that he was going to stop over there. I'm not sure that he did, according to dispatch. Adam Morrison has a friend over from Colorado who specifically flew in from Colorado into Tennessee to terrorize James Collins. Right now, I am listening to a live stream where they are claiming in front of 450 people that this man now, despite the fact just two and a half, 3 hours ago, they were going to beat James Collins' minor child to death in front of him. Now they are saying that James is a pedophile and that he has child porn on his phone and inciting violence towards this family, and none of this is true. So I would like to know if Deputy Adams stopped over this with Adam and Robert, or if he deferred and said no, thank you.
Let me see. What was that call number again?
Call number is 24-000-34575.
Let's see here. Bear with me, I'm trying to get my computer to work.
Deputy Adams said he had to get permission from a detective, which sounded very weird, but I don't know, I'm from Michigan, so maybe things are done differently in Tennessee, but they went from threatening to drive into Kentucky and beat a 17-year-old to death in front of his father to now claiming this father is a pedophile with child pornography on his phone and in polaroids. I am like recording this entire live stream. And I just want to know, at what point does anyone take this seriously?
Okay, so what I see here is that Deputy Adams referred this to Detective Chancey, which is one of our internet crime / persons detectives.
Mm-hmm.
Because Detective Chancey has had past involvement with these people at this address, along with the Department of Children's Services.
What do you mean? That has... Okay.
So he passed this case from the patrol division to our criminal investigations division.
Okay.
So they're going to follow up on it.
Okay, but this has nothing to do with whatever that is. This has to do with something completely different. So you mean there's a current investigation into this man?
From what I understand by this call log, yes.
So that address has a current active investigation for internet crimes against children?
I'm not sure of the details. I'm just telling you who does what.
So I'm literally listening to this man on a live stream incite a mob of over 450 people to go after a man under false claims. So you can't stop out there and tell them to stop?
What people do in their own home is their own business.
So when they are committing crimes on the internet, whose business is that?
They're not actively committing a crime.
They are actively committing a crime. They are inciting a mob to go after somebody, saying that this man is a pedophile and has child pornography on his phone and in polaroids. That's absolutely a crime. None of that is accurate. This is.
Can you give me the Tennessee code annotated to that?
Can I what?
Can you give me the state statute for that?
Okay. I sure can. So you're Tennessee, right?
Correct.
Tennessee state statute for false claims of pedophilia. I'm sure we can find it. Any person, so Tennessee Code Section 37-1-413, any person who either verbally or by written or printed communication knowingly or maliciously reports or causes or encourages, aids, counsels, or procures another to report a false accusation of child sexual abuse or false accusation that a child has sustained any wound, injury, disability, or physical or mental deficit. And they are actively on the phone in your jurisdiction calling another state making that claim. So there's your case law.
How do you know that this claim is false?
They are streaming it online. The phone call.
How do you know that their claims are false?
So now the claims aren't false? Well, let me see. James Collins.
I'm trying to help you.
Sir, James Collins, when he was a minor child in 1990, married a minor while he was a minor. They are using that child bride bullshit when they were both under the age of 18 to spread that he is a pedophile. James Collins has never been charged with pedophilia. You asked for the statute. I gave you the statute. What they are doing is this guy is streaming a false phone call to Laurel County Sheriff's Department in Kentucky.
Ma'am, I'm trying to speak.
You asked me for the statute. I gave it to you, sir.
And I asked you a follow-up question. I asked you, how do you know that these claims are false?
Because if you look on the state sex offender registry, this man is not a pedophile. This man was a child that married a child in 1990. This is what they are using to incite a mob.
Okay, you do understand that you're not on the sex offender registry until you're convicted of a sex offender crime.
Yeah, I do understand that, sir. But when this man married somebody almost, 32 years ago as a minor, he's not going to be on the sex offender registry. That is what these people are doing. They are calling. Why don't you call Laurel County, Kentucky and ask if they've received any phone calls? That's what they're doing right now from your jurisdiction.
And how do you know they're in my jurisdiction?
Can you repeat that question?
How do you know that they are in my jurisdiction?
Because they've been live streaming.
Okay, and how do you know where they are?
I don't know. I think I'm a pretty good detective. Would you please file this under 24-00034575? please?
Ma'am, I'm looking at that call.
I want you to file my call with you under that same call log, and then I am going to call the detective on Monday, okay? Because, oh, he hung up on me. I've already said that. I already said that he was. All right. That was recorded and everything will be A-okay. We will move forward.
Okay. And what number have you been communicating with him? What's his number? Is that he?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, make that location go down there by the house. Do you remember? Yeah, I can't remember.
Now, I'm just kind of curious. Were they aware that you had an attraction to 12-year-olds when you started doing that?
When did I have an attraction to a 12-year-old?
When you had sex with one.
When I was married?
I mean, marriage or not, bro. Prepubescent is prepubescent.
Move the fuck on. She was not prepubescent. What does prepubescent mean to you?
It means that they're not old enough to have sex. If it doesn't have hair, hey, if it doesn't have hair, it's not fair, buddy.
There you go. Full on bush, my brother. Full on motherfucking bush. Wouldn't you like to see some pictures?
No. I do not want to see your CP.
Got some polaroids to prove it.
Do you?
Fuck off. Full on bush. Had to rag every month. Fuck you.
You have Polaroids of a 12-year-old?
Fuck you. She's not prepubescent.
Hold on, Jimbo. Let me get this straight. You're
Did I
saying
have
that.
Polaroids of my wife? I did. Yes, I did.
Well, if you're offering to show me them, you're insisting that you still have them?
Is that illegal? Is that illegal?
Yes, I believe that would be CP.
Whoa, stop. Why is it illegal?
Because that would be CP. You're not allowed to have pornographic images of children.
No, sir. What is CP?
CP is child pornography.
Okay, now listen. Now let me explain this to you. I know you're from Colorado. You probably don't understand.
I don't.
But, okay, now listen. So, okay, well, shut the fuck up. I'm going to make you understand. Once you get married, and you are married in the state, by the state, signed off by a judge, you are, whatever age, legally emancipated as an adult. Check it out, motherfucker. No child porn. Shut the fuck up with that.
Okay, and as far as you're concerned, like...
Let's meet. Fuck this phone.
Sure, no, that's fine. We can meet wherever you want, buddy.
Let's meet up.
Are you upset?
Fuck it down.
Are you upset right now, Jimbo? Need to get some clarification around the law.
What's your address?
I don't have one. Actually, I'm sitting in my vehicle, and I don't live out here. I live in another state.
Okay. Can I get your name?
Yeah, my name is Robert.
Callback number?
Yeah, 303-888-9308.
All right, give me just a second. I'm going to put you on hold and I'll let you speak to him, okay?
Thank you, sir.
Sir, you there?
Yes, sir.
I got you connected with Betty.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Deputy?
Yes, sir. This is Deputy with the Sheriff's Department. What can I do for you?
Well, sir, I was trying to get an understanding of the laws here in Kentucky. I'm not sure exactly if they differ much across the nation or not, but I was having a conversation with an individual about his pedophilia, technically. And in my discussions with him, he acknowledged that he had possession of Polaroids of a woman that he was married to when she was 12 years old. And was stating that, he had nude pictures of her, still to this day, and that it's not illegal because they were married and technically she would be considered an adult, even though she was 12 years old. I wasn't sure if that sounded very legal to me. So I was trying to get your guys' take on whether or not. Good.
Yeah,
doesn't matter how old she is now. If he matter or picture or video of a child like that, I mean, if he possesses it, like she I mean, it also depends on the context of the photo.
Yeah. So my understanding.
How are you?
My understanding is that yeah. So he had these pictures, and these pictures are from some years ago. But he's saying that he has possession of polaroids of a woman who he was married to. Now, mind you, on the marriage certificate, she was 12 years old when this individual married her. I don't know how legal that was at the time, or if it's really legal here in the state or whatnot. I do know that there is no stipulation, or I guess what's the word I'm looking for? Statute of limitations on sex crimes. But my understanding is that he had a legal marriage to a 12-year-old at the time. His claim is that because she was an adult, based on the fact that they were married, even though she was 12, and he has pictures of her when she was that age, of these Polaroids that he's still in possession of, that he offered to show me. I did document the call. I would be happy to, turn that over to you guys, but I just wanted to make sure that it was either.
Do you know where does this gentleman live?
London, Kentucky.
Okay.
I'm
assuming you do not live in London, Kentucky?
No, sir, I do not. But his name is James A. Collins. And I was giving him a ration of shit about the fact that, in my opinion, he's a pedophile. And I told him that, listen, like, if it doesn't have hair, it's not fair, my dude. And then he told me that he would show me proof that she did, and that he has, Polaroid pictures of this, girl from when she was 12 years old. And that, all in all, she was considered a legal adult by law because, as soon as she got married, she was an adult. And I told him I didn't think it worked that way, that would be CP, and that's illegal. So I just wanted to see if the sheriff's department stood with me in my position, or if you guys stand with him and his.
Well, I mean, let me get some information.
Yes, sir.
You said his name is James A. Collins.
Yes, and my biggest concern is that this individual claims to be a former school substitute teacher and a basketball coach that goes by the name of Coach Jimbo. He does have some connections over there to the Harlan County sheriff, to my understanding, even. And I don't know what that looks like, but I would assume that it's probably best that we keep this in your department rather than Harlan, especially since he lives here in London.
Well, I mean, if he's in London, then it'd be our jurisdiction.
Perfect.
I don't have nothing to do with it.
Perfect. I'm just trying to, cover my bases here, sir.
Do you know anything about this gentleman other than his name?
Yeah, I did actually have a conversation with you guys before, actually, to where you actually showed up to his house in regards to him making statements about recording a child in the bathroom. I don't know where that went, but I know that you guys showed up to his house over it. And I mean, this kind of my, I guess, career is to kind of hunt these weirdos down and, put the pressure on them. But again, his statements is that he's in possession of these Polaroids. He offered, to give me copies or show me them. And that, is disturbing enough to where I think that to some degree, it wouldn't be a bad move for you guys to have a conversation with him, or to at least, maybe.
Okay. Do you know where this Mr. Collins lives?
Yeah, I do have an address. I don't have it right here on hand, but give me a minute. I'll see if I can't get my hands on it. I recorded it in a live stream, in a video where I had his address. Let me see if I can't hunt that down. Any luck? Okay. Yeah, this might just take a moment. If you bear with me. So, but it would be your understanding that would still be considered CP, and that would still be absolutely 100% against the law here in the state of Kentucky.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how he would have gotten legally married to a 12-year-old.
Neither do I.
He was the.
Yes, sir.
If he was the one that would have taken the photos, if he was married to her at 12 and was taking the photos, and that would not be legal.
Okay, yeah, well, that's absolutely his statements, and I can get you copies. I did record that conversation. I am getting ready to upload it to a video link, which I'd be happy to give you a copy of. Along with, I just also released a video link to his conversation about being married to that 12-year-old, and completely admits that was the case. Not just that, but I also have him talking about having sex with a child as young as 8, and also which he says that he wasn't being serious about, but I don't know. And then also the filming of the child in the bathroom, that has been verified that actually did occur. And I'm just, to be honest with you, sir, I'm really confused why no one has taken action, because, I mean, these are some serious allegations, and I would at least think, in my opinion, a serious crime. I do have a address here, which is 413. Yeah, it's 413 Road, London, Kentucky. Are we sure that's updated? Is that the updated address? Yeah. I'm gonna double check. I'm not sure if that's the same address that I had last time or not. You might be able to see it in your call logs. I do. You might have my number on file if you did a quick search. I also gave you guys my name last time, and like I said, an officer did show up to Mr. Collins' home to discuss the incident with the recording of the child in the bathroom.
Let me check the call log here real quick. See if it's got you on there. Robert?
Fair. That's T as in Thomas, H as in Henry, A as in Apple, Y as in Yellow, E as in Eric, R as in Robert. And I do believe that is the correct address, sir.
Okay. You said your name, this log is saying your name is Robert, correct?
Yes, sir. Yep, Robert.
Your last name was Thayer, you said?
Yes, sir. 12883.
T-H-E-A-R, is that what you said?
Yeah, Thomas Henry, Adam, Yellow, Eric, Robert.
And that 9308 is a good contact number for you?
Yes, sir. That's my number. And we are intending to contact the school board, as if this individual has been teaching and or coaching children in that age range. We do fear that, it is potentially an issue that, he might have other victims, in this county.
Okay. And what number have you been communicating with him? What's his number that he?
Yes, sir. I have a phone number for him, which is 606-60.
Okay. All right. I'll get this information to the detectives. That's kind of their thing, especially if it's going to that type of nature of a charge.
Okay.
I will pass that information along to them.
Excellent. Now, is there an email address? Is there an email address of some sort that I can send you more information about his statements? I'd be happy to give you guys a copy of the call where he talks about having the Polaroids, and I also have some video evidence of him discussing filming the child. These are things that weren't collected last time I spoke to you guys, and I think that it might be important, especially if you're having an investigation, Sue, that you're fully aware of.
I'll give you my email address, and you can send that to my work email.
Perfect, sir.
Let me know when you're ready.
1 second.